Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. So I'm doing this video today against my better judgment, to be honest, but I feel it needs to go out there. But I'm having a busy day. I will have a busy day today, so I don't want to waste too much time. So it will be it gets ready with me video. But please, if this is your first time, please, I hope you stay till the end and you like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope somehow this video touches you enough to share with other family and friends. It's meant for everyone. So I hope truly you find it in your heart to share it with your family and friends. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a get ready with me video. So we'll just chat along and take it from there. Right. This is the face wash I'm currently using at the moment. So I've just had my shower and I'll be going in now with my toner. Thank you, Sister Buki, for recommending this brand to me. I have enjoyed using it, but the purpose of this video is, with me, change starts here. We've seen what's been happening in the press lately. We've seen everything surrounding George Floyd, and as a black mom, it has been a very difficult few days. So, like I said, change starts with me. And I hope after you watch this as well, you make that choice to make some changes. So wherever possible, I am moving away from mainstream brands, because we all have children, and some of us have sons, or will have sons, or will have children at some point. And I hope and pray that you don't want them, well, I know you do not want them to go through any form of bullying. And for black people, bullying most often than not involves racism. So I'm making that commitment today to support black-owned businesses. This is because if your child wants to go into fashion when they grow up as an adult, or if they want to go into beauty, or even incorporate, you would want them to go into a place where they are not bullied. We know bullying happens in the workplace as well. It starts from school, unfortunately. So we won't sugarcoat this. It happens too much. And the fragility that non-black people exhibit every time we talk about this, we need to get past that now and make them aware. And I'm hoping and praying that if you are a non-black person watching this video, you are an ally to a black person, and you will understand where I'm coming from, and you will help us. If you have kids already, if you don't have kids already, or you are a young person, I hope you're able to speak up when you see injustice and unkindness being shown to a black person. With all that's been happening with George Floyd, of course, every household is talking. We got talking in my household, and it really saddened me to find out that for my son, bullying started for him, not only because he's a black boy, but because he's a black Muslim. So for black Muslims, we don't only experience racism from white people, we experience racism or discrimination and bullying from, in our own case, because those are the people we grew up around, my children grew up around, they experienced racism from Indians and Pakistanis, because they didn't say Islamic terms the way they are used to hearing and saying it in their own homes. They got picked up on. And what saddened me more than anything was when I asked my son, sorry, so I'm going in with this, the ordinary ascorbic acid and 8% alpha arbutin, whatever that is. It's meant to be very good. I don't think the focus is good. Right. I don't think you care about it anyway, but I'm just showing you in case you care. So yeah, for my son, the discrimination started for him. I mean, earlier than that, but let's focus on year 7, because his way of being a Muslim doesn't conform with the way the Pakistanis and Indians see Muslims to be as. So to start from there, or immediately, they started bullying him for that. So when I asked him that, but why didn't you come and tell me? They threatened him that after, if he told his mom, this bullying will continue after then, and it will get worse. And, no child wants that for themselves. So it doesn't matter that you try to be there for your child. It doesn't stop. So if you are a teacher out there, or you know any teachers out there, it really is not about what the child is saying. Oh, this child is bullying me, and you telling that child, oh, maybe you just keep on misinterpreting what the child is saying. Focus more on how that experience is making the child who's complaining, how is that experience making them feel? That's what you should be focusing on. If that child is not happy with the way he's being made to feel, then have a word with the child who's making them to feel inadequate or insecure. Have a word with that child and make them understand you do not speak to somebody with unkindness. It's not nice. It's not fair. Nobody should have to live with that. Nobody should experience that. My son used to go to school every single morning hoping and praying for a better day. And it just breaks my heart to think, what if he wasn't a stronger person than he was at the time? What would have happened? What would have happened to him? I hate to think what would happen if he wasn't as strong as him, because we've seen things in the press. We've seen how kids have handled bullying. And I am so glad that my son wasn't one of those kids. I cannot tell you. So the way I felt this last few days since he revealed that to me was just, I can't put them in words how I've been feeling this last few days. So this, can you see that? Because I can't see it through there. Yes, I can see it now. Yeah, it's meant to be, it's a caffeine solution 5% for eye contour. I don't see what it does. So if anybody knows any better eye contour cream that they can recommend, please leave it down below in the comment section. So, yes, like I was saying, so if you're a teacher, please listen to the child who's being bullied. Try to make them feel better. Make things better for that child. Even teachers are as bad as children sometimes, as pupils in school sometimes. Because even though my daughter never experienced as much racism or bullying at school, she had some instances where it happened. And sometimes, and I was surprised as well to find out that one of the times that she had to prove being a Muslim was to a teacher. And this teacher is a Pakistani teacher. She was asked in the class to prove herself as being a Muslim because her name is a Muslim. Did you know your name's Arabic origin? Yes, I know. I'm a Muslim. No, you're not. If you're a Muslim, read Surah Al-Fatiha. She had to read Surah Al-Fatiha in front of everyone just to prove to the teacher she's a Muslim. That didn't make her feel good about herself at all. Why are we as blacks having to be apologetic about our culture everywhere we go? Apologetic about our faith sometimes. I just don't understand it. So my pledge today, with change starting from today with me, is when I run out of all these brands, all these products I'm using, I am definitely switching to black-owned business, because the more black-owned businesses there are, this is hyaluronic acid 2%. The more black-owned businesses there are, the more chances that they will be lucrative enough to employ more people. And of course, they will also go out there actively employ black people. So I want black businesses to grow so they can employ our children, and they'll be happier at work because they'll be working for an employer who fully and truly understand their struggles. I mean, before this George Floyd's incident happened, my son was saying to me, "Oh, Mom, do you know any black employer?" Because he had worked for a black employer in the past, and he loved working for that black employer. And now he's working for an Asian employer, and he's not very... He doesn't mind the job. It's a good place to work. But he said the experience of working with a black employer is totally different. So if we support black employers, they grow big enough to be able to employ more people and keep them up, in business, and they'll stay afloat a lot longer. I don't want this experience for your children. My children are no longer in high school or primary school. So I'm doing this and hoping that if you are a black mom, you make the active choice yourself to support black-owned businesses, to help them grow, so that if and when your children get to start working as well, they get to work for a black employer. And also, I would implore you, even before you finish watching this video, at this point where you are now, kindly share it with other black moms. And if you're not even a black mom, if you're just a non-black person watching this video, take a moment to reflect and think how you can be better next time with people. Treat people a little bit better. Treat that person of color. When you feel like that person who's a black person is trying to has done something, don't focus on them because they're a black person. So don't think they've mistreated you because, oh, that's how black people treat people. That's how he or she at that point is dealing with what they're going through. Please stop bringing race into the way, because if you don't, that's the reason, because we found out as well that when children go into year 7, black kids automatically get moved to the lowest set in school. They always have to work their way up because teachers expect them to be underperformers already before anything else. How bad is that? You have to prove yourself. My daughter was telling me about an incident where she was expecting to be moved a set up, but she was dropped down a set, and then it took them 2 weeks for somebody to say, "What are you doing here?" She said such a teacher put her there, and they moved her 3 sets up because the teacher was already just, oh, she's a black girl, she can't be, there's no way, she needs to be at the higher set, and put her down, like on the lower set before anything. She said, "Mom, I was almost in tears because there's no way I deserve to be in that set, but I couldn't speak up or say anything." Instances like that. I mean, I don't know if I'd say she's lucky, but she didn't experience racism because she is the acceptable kind of black person. You know, they accept her kind of blackness. She isn't too loud. She's quiet and gets along with things. She's, you know, she's academic. You know, she doesn't necessarily want to play about, but because her brother is quite bubbly, and he's a boy, of course, or a black boy, so a lot of things were already working against him. I'm going in with my lotion. So a lot of things are already going against him. So I implore you all, please try to support black-owned businesses, because it is only when we support them they grow big enough, and then we can then have big known brands. I mean, I'm making that commitment to supporting black brands now. I don't even know anyone. I've saved some links I found on Instagram. I'll share that in this video. Hopefully I'll remember. I'll share it in this video. So I will be looking into them and start, you know, that's who I'll be focusing on shopping with next. But if you have any favorite brands, black owned favorite brands, please leave them below. Let me know your favorite brand, clothing brand, shoe brand, UK, of course. I live in the UK, so yeah, UK. So clothing brands, shoe brands, makeup, face care, body care. Yes, please leave them down below. Bags. So everything, if you have a favorite black owned business brand that's then little known, please leave them below. I'd like to find as many as possible and start shopping with them. Yes, so I hope you find value in what I've said today, and do share with your friends and family. Hopefully we can all start the change we want to see in the workplaces, in our schools, in our classrooms for our children, and the non-black person watching this video. I beg you, show a little bit of kindness to that black person around you. Stop making everything about race. Raise your children or your child to be anti-racist, not just be not racist. They have to be actively anti-racist. Call racism out when you see it, if you see it, because it shouldn't be left to just us black people to tackle racism. It is the job of everyone, because when we're not happy, it causes a lot of disruption. Nobody likes to see disruption. We like things to tick along nice and easy. So please, I hope you watch this video and make that change, because we all need to make that change within ourselves. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Have a good day. Ma salam.